country.
Here is Mehdi Hasan talking to Naftali Bennett.
You're withdrawing from occupied territories, which everyone in the world, including Israel's
Back in
own Supreme
2017.
Court, regards as occupied territory. That's the problem. You can't carve out stuff that's not your own.
Mehdi, I guess what you need to do is go back and change the Bible. You need to change the narrative of the Bible because it's all there.
Is,
and I assume
is Israel a theocracy?
all Muslims,
is
Christians,
Israel now a theocracy?
and
Is it
Jews.
a religious state?
I assume.
Why are you quoting the Bible to me? I'm quoting the Supreme
Christians,
Court
Muslims,
of
and
your
Jews.
country. Hold on, the Supreme Court of your country.
Let me finish.
Let me just put the quote of the Supreme Court to you, and then you respond.
You're finding
the Judea and Samaria areas are held by the state of Israel in belligerent occupation. That is the view of the Supreme Court of your country. Are you saying the Bible trumps your Supreme Court? Is Israel now a theocracy?
Let me finish. Billions of Muslims and Christians believe in the Bible. I assume, including yourself, I don't know. If you want to say that our land does not belong to us, I suggest you go change the Bible first, come back, and then show me a new Bible that's...
It's not about religion, right, Hasan? Dude, you are so fucking insanely stupid. If you agree with this biblical justification as though that's what this is actually about. Are you that stupid that you unironically believe his own argument?
Says that the land of Israel doesn't belong to Jews.
The Bible in this circumstance is specifically a justification.
Your land, your home, your parents, grandparents' home, lived there for decades, being taken away from you against your will to build a settlement. Surely you'd be angry about that. Surely you'd see that as an injustice. Do you ever put yourself in their position and see that point of view?
Beyond the endless bunch of lies that you've just stated, I would just say that most of the Arab Muslim world can only envy the status of the Palestinians and the Israeli Arabs. You know, it's
I wasn't talking about Israeli Arabs. I was talking about Palestinians in the West Bank.
World.
Can you put yourself in the position of a Palestinian in the West Bank who has his home taken from him? Just a simple question. No politics aside, religion aside, as a human being, can you see how that would make you feel if you had been born a Palestinian in a village in the West Bank and lost your home? It's a very simple question.
So give me, I challenge you now and after the program, give me the name of one Palestinian who was living in a home and had his home taken away from him. That is a flat lie. I challenge you.
There have been hundreds of evictions of families in last year alone.
I want to know whose home.
Last year alone, there have been hundreds of evictions of Palestinians.
Only an illegal building. Also in Israel, if you build illegally, you take your home away.
Naftali Bennett, your government just passed a law to retroactively legalize land.
Give me a name.
Then why did you pass a law to retroactively legalize land you took from the Palestinians?
Don't get all worked up. I'm asking, just give me a name of one family where Jews came and got into their house. That happened in Morocco. It happened in Libya. It happened in Egypt.
We've run out of time. You have no empathy for Palestinians suffering in the West Bank. You have no empathy for Palestinians suffering in the West Bank.
I have a lot of empathy. No. Quite the contrary. I have a lot of empathy. I live side by side with the Palestinians. No one's going anywhere. We're here to stay. They're here to stay. We have to find a way to live together.
You say you're a fan of Palestinians? Name 3. While Bennett is the new prime minister, he's greatly limited by Meretz and Labor in being able to do anything like annexation, and the government is legitimizing Arab-Israeli parties by including one in the coalition for the first time ever. And the ministries in charge of the police and Palestinian humanitarian policy are both controlled by left-wing ministers. This isn't a world-shattering event, but it's better than Bibi. Everything is better than Bibi. He doesn't own that home, though, right? Like, what's the issue? They were peasants working land for other people who own the land. That dude might be an asshole, but he's absolutely right about that much. Sorry. A country that has no business being there decided to send people there, like immigrate people there. And then those people went and they purchased the lands from other rich Palestinians. So I guess we have to purge you from the lands now. Like, what do you mean? That guy's an asshole, but he's correct. Do you believe in feudalism then? Like, I don't understand why. I will literally not understand how motherfuckers be like, dude, I'm sorry. Israel is the best, most woke democracy on the planet. Also, guess what, dude? Those guys were peasants, and feudalism is pretty tight.